Oh man, you just yawn.
I know. I know. Oh, I didn't. Okay, well, it's
No,
just,
if
it
you yawned at the
happens.
beginning of both of these.
It always happens.
God
Well,
dang it.
welcome back, guys. Baby got sex?
I have a drink now.
We do have drinks now. Nose isn't as plugged. I think it helped stepping outside for a moment. It's very hot in my house. We do have the AC unit going, but it's still very hot. This week's episode,
You were going by number.
number 3. Number 3 is a double book. We thought
A double book.
You're welcome. We thought that it would be interesting to read books, the second in a series of ones that we were not going to read or keep going on. Yes. I did not know.
Essentially.
Guys, I promise I have not even finished one drink and I can't even talk properly.
I've taken 5 sips.
Yeah, the book that I read was Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is the second series in the Maple Hills series. The first one was Icebreaker. I said series a lot, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. Were we counting? I wasn't counting. Did you count?
Cinnamon roll?
Pretty much. I know this is like a cinnamon roll thing again. This is the second out of the third. There's 3 of them. I don't know if they're gonna make. I think they're stopping at 3 that I'm aware of.
I like 3. 3 is a good number.
They're beautiful covers.
They are.
They're like the cute cartoony couple-y. So Mel wasn't gonna keep continuing on the Icebreaker.
I got rid of Icebreaker.
I love that.
I made a dramatic choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't. That was I read that for one of our 24-hour readathons, I believe.
I don't know.
If I remember correctly. I don't remember.
You had read it.
I loved it.
A while before I finally did.
I don't know. I just really liked it.
And then we had an episode on it. So you should go listen to that.
We did have an episode on it. So second book came out
Tina?
2023. And then the third one, Daydream, I believe. That comes out sometime this year.
Damn.
Yeah. Third one's about Henry. If you guys have read Icebreaker, that was a big book talk book. Henry is kind of like the golden retriever of the friend group. So everyone's been like really excited for the third book. Do you want me to go over what the second book is about, or do you want to say what book you read?
I'll just say what I read, and then you can go for it. Okay. I read the second book in the Alex Stern series by Leigh Bardugo, called Hellbent. We also did an episode on the first in the series, Ninth House.
Yeah, I called it Ninth.
You called it Ninth House. The ever so popular
Ninth House. I did. I did do that. I don't know what you rated this book.
Oh.
I don't know a dang thing. I don't know what you rated this.
Now I know what I rated this book. This one came out in 2023. Ninth House originally came out in 2019. I believe there should be a third one coming out from what I thought. I could be very wrong.
I am trying to think of what Ninth House was about. I know I didn't like it.
I can go over it all at the beginning of my section. But we have very different. Ashlee's is romance. Mine is more fantasy.
Yeah.
leading.
Mm-hmm.
So I will look up whether or not there will be more in mine, but you can take the lead.
It's just Dean leaving.
I was going to say until your boyfriend has shot it up. No.
I think he went and got food.
Oh,
He made noodles for dinner. I have not had any. I was not hungry, so he honestly probably ate them all at this point. I do have a coconut cream pie.
Oh.
Like one of those little mini like Safeway ones. You can't let me go to the grocery store alone. I will end up buying something that I should not. So yes, Wildfire is the second book to Icebreaker, but this series is not like you still get Nate and Stassi from the first book, but it's a completely different setting. So the only thing that the main characters have with the 3 books is that they're all on the well, I don't believe Russ, who is the main character in this book, Wildfire, I don't believe that he is part of the hockey team. He just lives in the house with all the hockey guys, like they're friends. But they all go to Maple Hills. I think it's just Maple Hills College. Yeah. I think that's what it's called. So I'll read the back of the book. A party celebrating the end of the academic year, Maple Hill students Russ Callahan and Aurora Roberts have a passionate one-night stand. Never one to overstay her welcome or expect much from a man, Aurora slips away before Russ even has a chance to ask for her full name. Days later, they run into each other in their new jobs as summer camp counselors, hoping to escape their complicated home lives. Russ knows breaking the camp's strict no staff fraternizing rule will have him heading back to Maple Hills before the summer's over, but unfortunately for him, Aurora has never been very good at caring about the rules. There is some trigger warnings in this book with like family trigger warnings. So Russ Callahan, he obviously goes to the Maple Hills College, but his dad is a gambler. So he does not have a good relationship with his father at all. His dad will ask him for money a lot. He just doesn't want to talk to him. Mom kind of enables the dad and is just like, oh, like, don't worry about him. Everything's fine. The older brother is in a band that's like never home. And so Russ has just kind of been on his own. Aurora also has family troubles. Her dad owns a very big F1 car series that's like overseas, like in France or London or something. So they have buku money, but the dad's never around. And the mom kind of makes up for the dad not being around by being like overly. Yeah. And so she just doesn't have a good relationship with her family as well. With her having, the typical daddy issues, she doesn't like to trust guys or anything like that. She kind of just has to have like situationships. She doesn't like to have relationships. So like right before the like graduation, or they just graduated, but now some of them are graduating like out of college, and so they're going on to their lives. They have this one kind of last hurrah in this big party house. And so that's where Russ and Aurora meet. They have the one night stand. Russ is a very shy guy. He's never done that before. He actually goes into the bathroom to talk himself up to maybe asking Aurora out. He's in the bathroom for so long that she thinks that he's waiting for her to leave. So she leaves because she hears talking, and she's like, oh, he must be like on the phone to someone, like, oh, I can't wait for her to leave kind of thing. And then days later, they find out that they both are camp counselors at this very prestigious like camp place. So Aurora went there when she was younger, and that was kind of home to her with her parents.
Oh, okay.
So she went there every year. And the camp counselors, they usually come a couple of times a year. The person that owns it, she grew up there. Her mom used to run the camp, and then when her mom got older, she took over it. So it's kind of been in the family. And so she finds out that Russ is there. Well, Russ, being the shy guy, he's like, oh my God, she's here. He thought it's a whole thing of miscommunication where like he thought she didn't want to like have anything to do with him. She's like, oh wow, this guy doesn't even like want to talk to me anymore after seeing me naked. Like I can't believe him. And then there's one night where they actually talk about their feelings and come to conclusion.
Whoa.
Crazy, isn't it? And then they have to like start sneaking around the campsite away from the obviously children.
I was gonna say, how old are these campers?
I believe 8 to 10. There's different sections. So like the bears group is like 8 to 10. There's like different animals depending on different age groups, and then there's different counselors within those age groups, and then they like switch off. So there's I think 2 people staying the night in the like cabin with the children at all times, but not all of them. Like they rotate. So there's like a separate cabin for them, and then you get to meet like different characters. So you're in like a campground setting. It's not a school setting like Icebreaker was, where they're on the college campus. So they're completely away from everything. You get like Russ being friends with Nate, who's the main character in the book 1. Right. You get like Nate, and you get like some of the like Henry, and you get some of the characters, but they're not really prevalent in this book. It definitely felt like you could read this book and not read Icebreaker and be totally fine. They kind of talk about, so in book 1, the big thing was the ice rink that the hockey team and the ice skating team, it melted. So then they had 2 ice rinks, 1 melted. They both had to choose one. That was a whole fiasco with book 1. Book 2 kind of touches on like what happened and like who did it, but you don't have to read book 1 at all. I liked it. I thought it was, I mean, you don't really, I guess, get like camp counselor books per se. I don't know. I felt like what they were talking about was nice. And I also felt like, so both of them kind of like, especially Russ has kind of like an epiphany with his dad. Something happens to where they kind of like talk about their feelings and they talk about things, and the dad like gets help with the gambling. Like, so you see it kind of resolve itself. I don't really know about Aurora's dad. I'm trying to think. I don't know about that, but at least Russ's side, it does resolve. So you kind of get some closure there, which is nice.
Okay. Which couple do you like more?
That's a very good question. I think I liked this one better. I felt like with Nate and Stassi, it was very cliche in the sense of, oh my God, you're so big. How are you going to fit? Yeah. This one I felt was more real. I don't know. It just, the spicy scenes were spicy, but it felt like it was real. They weren't doing it all the time. They obviously knew that they couldn't get away with that. So it wasn't, but when it was like the heat of the moment, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Like one of it was when there was like a lightning storm and the power goes out. Typical, whatever. But that made a little more sense of, okay, she's really scared of the dark. There's a thing that happened at the camp when she was younger where the power went out, and like she's got PTSD from that. So, and he like goes to he knew that she didn't like the dark. So he's like pacing around her like cabin because he like doesn't know if he should go in or not, or like if she wants to see him or not. But he's like, it was pretty cute. He kind of gives me like golden retriever vibes. I liked it. I'd be interested to see how you like this book different than the first one. Yeah. Okay. I liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I liked it.
What'd you give Icebreaker?
I think 5 out of 5. I think I gave it a 5 out of 5. That one got me into, I might be into hockey.
That's true. It did lead you on quite a hockey romance.
I've never watched hockey once in my life.
Yeah.
Still haven't.
I was gonna say, and we still haven't.
But yet I've read more hockey romance. I don't know. I definitely will read the third one.
Do you think you'll like that one more than the others?
Henry definitely is like the typical golden retriever. Like I feel like even more than Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm trying to bring it up on my Goodreads because I don't know what it's about. Like I know it's about Henry, but let's see. When procrastination lands him in a difficult class with his least favorite professor, Henry Turner knows he's going to have to work extra hard to survive his junior year of college. And now with his new role as ice hockey captain, which he didn't even want, Henry absolutely cannot fail. Enter Hallie Jacobs, a fellow junior who finds herself befriended by Henry when he accidentally crashes her book club. She may not have the romantic pursuits of her favorite fictional leads, but she's an academic superstar. And when she hears about Henry's problems with his class reading material, she offers to help. Okay, so it's basically her trying to like help him out.
Oh.
To not fail his class.
Right.
Okay, so that kind of takes you back to like the college setting.
Yeah. But like outside of like the rink though.
People love it. It's at 4.23 stars right now.
Holy smokes.
People are loving that one. Yeah, this one, like I said, I really liked it. Cover's super cute.
Really cute.
I liked that she went there when she was younger, so the boss, Jenna, was a camp counselor when Aurora was there. And so she like bends the rules, and then when Jenna like catches her, she's just like, what are you doing? Like, you know that just because I love you doesn't mean anything. And so their dynamic's pretty good. I like that one.
That's cute.
But yeah, I liked it. If you like the typical, like, I don't know, fluffy duffy romance, then I'd suggest it. I gave it 4. I think I did give Icebreaker oh, wait, hold on. Nope, I gave it 5. No, I gave it 5. Yeah. No, I gave it a 5.
All right. You want to do your rowdy one
yes.
star? Let's see what the people be saying.
Now, do you feel like you would read this at some point in life?
I might. I think I would.
I would be intrigued. This one, even though it's part of like a hockey romance, it's not like they don't talk about the sport whatsoever.
I didn't mind the sport. I just didn't. I don't know. I don't think I really like Stassi.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And then I didn't like the transition from the school into going to his family's house because it felt like a natural ending, and then it kept going. Yeah.
Yeah. This book isn't too. I can appreciate. So sometimes epilogues have like 3 weeks later or 1 week. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
This one says 9-ish years later.
Oh, goddamn.
I appreciate that kind of epilogue. 330 or 383. So we're at.
Oh, that's not that bad at all.
No, it's smaller writing.
But it's a romance. Romances are quicker, faster read.
Also, it was pretty cute. So, the kids in this, obviously being that age, I think they were around 10. They're very observant, and so they're like, Russ really likes you, and she's like, we're not gossiping. Like, gossiping's not good, and they all try to like start stuff. It's the funniest thing. Cute. Okay, so this is at a 3.89 stars, 240,441 ratings, mainly 4 stars. I'm scared to read these 1 stars. This was worse than Icebreaker. How are you people liking this? Are y'all high on cheap drugs?
Oh, wow.
Oh
no. Oh no.
I forgot. They got horny and fucked while watching Ratatouille. I forgot about the Ratatouille.
Who hasn't?
There's one part where she's up on his shoulders, and I don't remember why, but she's just like, this is kind of like Ratatouille when like he's pulling on the hair. Yeah. Okay. This is worse than the first book. I was fighting for my life trying to finish this. I fell asleep during a smut scene. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
This was garbage. The puppy. Oh, it says the puppies had more personality than them. Yeah, there's a dog, a golden retriever that Jenna owns named Fish. And then
That's
Fish
cute.
has puppies. And so they're named Salmon, Trout, and Tuna.
That's incredible.
So yeah. It used the word sus. That's all. You will catch me reading this when pigs fly.
But they read it.
I know. Yeah. This was just words on page. This week. Yeah. Finally, it's over.
Oh.
Dang. Yeah. They didn't like it.
They didn't. A lot of people did.
They did, and I definitely forgot about the golden retrievers, but reading those cracked me up. They're really cute. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I think there wasn't I don't think there was as much spice, or they tamed it down. I don't know. I remember Icebreaker.
Was a lot in the first one.
Well,
she
and I
could
feel
not
like it
keep
was
it in her pants.
Well, Aurora, nah. I think being in the setting that they were made them like not do it too quickly. Granted, it was supposed to be a one-night stand, so they do get to it pretty quickly in the book because it's supposed to kind of feel like that.
That's how they initially, yeah,
but I don't know. I don't remember being like, oh, this is like really cringe or oh god. So take with that what you will. That was my book.
And that was my
book. That was my book.
That's your book report.
Yes, that's my book report.
Well, mine's going to be shorter since mine is like a direct sequel.
Okay.
Since fantasy books. You have to read them in order. You have to read the first one for the next one to make sense.
Yeah, because it ended on a cliff.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I'll quickly recap Ninth House.
Bless you.
Because I don't want to say too much about Hellbent and spoil it. Did you take too big of a sippy there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay. So in Ninth House, we follow Alex Stern. Her full name is Galaxy, but she goes by Alex.
God, I forgot about that. Okay. Keep going.
And she was a troubled teen, and but she can see the ghosts and like talk and interact with them. That's not a power everyone has. So she was recruited by the secret magic society at Yale. So she goes under the wings of her mentor, Darlington.
Oh my gosh! Now I remember.
It's all coming back. And she's working under the Leith house. There's 9 houses. She's kind of in the one where she has to monitor and keep track of everyone else's house. Make sure they're doing everything properly, by the rules, nothing crazy. Yeah. Except when a hell beast swallows Darlington and takes him down into hell.
I was just about to say this is where he goes to hell. Yes, and that was the cliffhanger with the first one.
Yeah.
Because he was gone for like the entire book because they were trying to get him back.
Yeah, and it's Alex trying to figure out because there's murders on the campus. She's trying to connect the dots of what the heck is happening because the houses are doing shady shit, and then it keeps leveling up. It goes to like the head of the societies.
I remember
and just
this
be dying.
I did.
The bitch dies.
I do appreciate a cliffhanger. I do appreciate it's a hell cliffhanger. That's quite a twist.
And
yes, I do remember that. Okay.
And she has a gut feeling that Darlington is still alive.
Yes.
And so we go into the next book, Hellbent.
I was trying to find where Okay, I gave this a 3.75. So it wasn't a low rating.
No, you were fine with it. You weren't entertained nor impressed.
This one was better than the Atlas 6, fantasy-wise.
It was. I would agree. I did not. I like the Atlas 6 either.
I did not. I gave that one a 2. But fantasy book in general, no. There's better ones out there that I appreciate more.
And Leigh Bardugo is also the writer of Shadow and Bone. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I've heard, yeah.
Six of Crows.
Have not heard of that one.
YA, popular YA fantasy series. But this one is adult.
Okay, I was just about to ask. Is Ninth House adult or... Okay.
So this book, and I did confirm that she has confirmed that there will be a third book.
Okay.
Next year or something. I'm sure the timeline has changed. And probably will change again. But this is meant to be a 3-book series.
I do love a 3-book series. No, I do appreciate it.
It's a nice number. They just look nice.
They do.
Nice. You can wrap it up fast.
Yes.
But this one focuses on Alex trying to save Darlington from hell.
Also, who names their child Darlington? Just gonna put
Darlington or Galaxy. I have questions.
I know this is a fantasy book, but like, come on.
But even then, this is based in like our real world. If there was a secret magic society that we just don't know about.
That's true. Yeah.
So this is like Yale, but they have a secret society. Yeah. But she has the help of Pam Dawes, her friend Dawes, who also works in that house, in the Ninth House. They just call her Dawes. I don't know if you remember, but they have the cool library where you can ask.
Yes, I do remember that.
Retrieve the book.
I also remember that Darlington has a cat.
Mm-hmm. He does have a cat. He does.
I do remember. Yeah, I remember her talking about Darlington trying to go to the different houses. There was like a big party that they were trying to get to, like towards the end. Yes, I do. It's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back to me.
When did Celine Dion has a documentary coming out at some point?
Yeah.
Is it out? I don't know, but
I don't know.
I'd love to watch it. Fun fact. Okay.
I love her. I wish she wasn't having to go through everything she has and is currently going through. But
I'd love to watch. I definitely want to see that documentary. I think it's on Amazon Prime.
I wonder if there is there has to be like a nicely filmed concert of hers. That's love to watch it.
I'm sure. Kind of like
somewhere out there.
Like I've seen the Taylor Swift one on Disney Plus.
Oh, I was gonna say like Elton John.
Well, I'm thinking like in that like with all because that's a 3.5 hour concert that they filmed, and then I'm
pretty sure Elton John's is about that long.
And then I was thinking the Justin Bieber one that we've watched, but that they took that one down. That one's no longer on Netflix. I know. Yeah, I know. Someday maybe he'll have his own Eras tour, and I would pay a buku money for that.
I thought you were gonna say I would pay my good boot for that.
Take all my boots. I would pay lots of money.
Oh my God.
That and One Direction. That's like what I'm saving my money for. Priorities. Yes. Love a good tangent. Okay. Magic. Got it.
Alex does find out Darlington is alive in hell.
Okay.
He does communicate with him. She like sleepwalks in a dream, kind of communicates with him. He can't give direct answers because demons love riddles.
Doesn't she die? Like she drowns in the Nile? Isn't that in the first book? Where they like purposely drown her to bring her back to life because she has to die to be in that like crossroads?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, I remember.
I don't know if it's in the Nile.
Well, no, but it's so in one of the like nine houses, there's like don't want to say like pyramid set, but it's like
Oh, yeah.
Egyptian wise, and so there's a river
yeah,
that's
I do
supposed to be
believe
like
so.
okay, it's not
I
actually
do believe so.
okay. I'm following. Yes.
But yeah, she uncovers the riddles along with Doss and goes to go find Darlington, and
Okay.
it's about that journey.
Okay.
So it's more based on that specific rather than the university and the houses,
Okay.
and kind of facing the consequences of what she did in the first book.
Okay.
I liked it. Not as much as the first one.
Okay.
Brought up more questions, like are there vampires?
Oh,
Not sure.
I do like a good vampire
Kind of.
book. Okay.
Not fully explained.
All right.
I think, unless I missed something. I could have. Pea brain.
So what did you rate this book?
A 4.
Okay.
I rated the first one a 5. No, 4.5. I didn't give it a full 5.
Yeah, I rated it what did I rate it?
I think you said 3.7 like a weirdo.
3.75. No, 3.75.
7.5. Okay, I think.
No, 3.75.
So yeah, this one's a 4. I will definitely read the third one.
Okay.
I guess there's a short story
like in between the
along
second and
with this at some point.
Oh, okay.
At some point.
Interesting.
But Alex kind of matures a little bit, kind of finds her footing a little better, because in the first one she was more hesitant. She was, supposed to be learning from Darlington, and he gets sent away, and so she's really unsure of herself.
Yeah.
But she gets a little more confident.
Okay.
So I appreciate that, and she becomes better friends with Doss, and like that relationship builds a little more, and so things kind of move along a little more quickly and a little more self-assured. I liked it. I don't think you will like it any more than the first one.
Okay.
I think it's just going to be more of the same to you.
Okay.
So for all those who read Ninth House and, was meh about it or less than impressed, probably just
skip it.
Let that first one be.
Okay.
And leave it alone. But if you were a fan, definitely continue on.
I'm trying to think. I might have gotten rid of mine. I might have given that to Abe. I think I gave that to Abe. It was okay. It wasn't like mind blowing. There's been better books that I've read that it's just like I don't know. I feel like with the amount of books that I have, if I don't like absolutely love it, then like there's other books. So
we've reached a point in our book collection where we can kind of filter out they have to earn their spot on our.
They have to really wow us. But the nice thing is too, like if I ever wanted to be like, you know what, screw it, let me read it, I could always borrow it from you. If you wanted to read this book, you know where it is. Like it's not like we have to go out of our way to try to find it.
Yeah. Precisely.
Interesting. Okay. It wasn't, like I said, it was, especially after reading the Atlas 6 after Ninth House.
Yeah.
I liked Ninth House better, but I don't know. The academic
still wasn't your cup of tea. It's like a,
I don't know, the academic setting of like
the academic fantasy.
Yeah, I'm just not.
And it's not like a full fantasy world, because again, we're still on like a real world campus.
Yeah.
Just plus magic.
Exactly. So they still have to like fight it or not be as prominent with it, or like do magic just like out in the real world.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you do it because I don't want to spoil anything.
I got it. Okay. Hellbent has a 4.14 stars.
Okay.
And it has 125,759 ratings.
So that's a 4. What's Ninth House at?
Ooh.
If that's at a 4.1.
4.19. Ninth House is at a 4.02.
Oh, okay.
So this one's really sticking true that you really focus in on your fan group. They'll continue along with the ride. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly 4-star, but 5-star is really right
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Right there. Alrighty. Let's see what these ones start. I'm gonna be honest. They're very few.
Interesting. Okay.
Giving this book a 1-star rating is actually painful.
I feel like it's hard to give a book a one. Like, you have to absolutely
Especially on a sequel where you liked the first one, obviously, enough to read the second one. It's followed by, I would rather go to hell myself than follow Galaxy Stern around through another tediously long and ridiculously paced book.
Oh, that's great.
I can't believe the sequel to one of my favorite books of all time was this bad.
Whoa.
How to Be a Negligent Rabbit Owner, 1 star.
Oh, God. I'm scared for the rabbit.
You should be a little scared for the rabbit.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
This
Cool.
sequel is an injustice to the characters I grew to love in the first book.
People
are mad.
That's wild. How many loved, it went from 0 to
first
100.
Yeah.
I've never seen such a drastic, everyone loved the first one, second one came out absolutely from a 5 to a 1.
DNF at 50%. Never thought I'd see this day. Oh my
Wow.
God.
That's crazy.
Why raise children on the promise of magic?
Okay.
All right, Lauren.
Oh. Interesting.
I was not enjoying the... Oh, what? Oh, that's a different language. How did that change mid-sentence?
Oh.
Goodreads needs to add a DNF option.
Dang.
Damn. DNF at 76%.
You might as well just read it.
You were so close.
I honestly don't know if there's been a book that I can say that I've DNF'd. I usually just go through it.
It's a lot of, I was so looking forward to... Oh, this one just says no.
I love how creative people are with these.
Yeah, it's just disappointed. Oh, this one, complete and utter garbage.
Dang.
This one says somehow it got worse.
Oh, people really didn't like it.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was so boring. It made me cry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a lot of sad.
Now, do we have a release
people.
date for the third one?
No.
Okay. I was curious.
I feel like a lot of fantasy authors either don't give out a release date or always change it, which I can see because
I could,
I feel, I mean, I couldn't be an author of one because the
deadlines would freak me out. I
couldn't be like, how do you have a thought? I feel like I'd have 0 or 1,000 all at once.
I'm also curious how they always write book. Now, do they have an idea for the ending or the idea for the beginning, or are they in the middle and then they kind of branch out? Tessa Bailey or Lucy Score, people that just whip books out like no one's business. Especially Tessa Bailey. She puts out multiple books per year. I just don't understand how they do it.
Yeah, at least with romance, it's you can kind of find an inspiration with maybe talking to different couples and seeing how they met.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a long series of something and it's a long journey or adventure or whatever, what if you thought it was going to be one book and then suddenly they're right, 5 more, and you're like,
especially what fantasy, you have to come up with possibly different languages, different rules, different races, governments, different I can't imagine. Let's ask Sarah J. Maas because
big brain like that.
She's the queen of fantasy at this point. Really?
I mean, I don't know if she does it ethically. I don't know if she does. But
that's given. That's true. Yeah. But interesting. Okay. Yeah,
I liked it. It was a 4. I'll read the next one.
I would be intrigued to see how they have grown, maybe.
I'm not sure if you'll care enough.
You do know me very well. You do know me very well. I will say the one that I read is definitely different than the first one for sure. I don't know. I might back my icebreaker down to a 4.
Oh.
I might do that. I would like if I had to choose between the two. I think I like Wildfire better than Icebreaker.
I mean, I liked the author's writing. I liked their
Yeah.
banter. I liked how they talked. I just couldn't get. I think Stassi started to annoy me by the end.
Yeah.
And then just like how the last like 25% threw me off.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I liked that we did this where we read.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We get to talk about more books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I like seeing if you think I'll like a book I don't think I would.
I feel like this you might just read just to read something different or just I don't know.
I mean, I have a lot of romance on my shelf, but sometimes I just need something different. Sometimes I'm just like, it's like when you look at your closet and you're like, I have nothing to wear, but you have everything to wear. And sometimes I look at my books and I'm just like, I have nothing to read.
That's what I kind of did, and then I was doing that on my Kindle too. So, I went, especially on my Kindle, I'm starting from the bottom of my list.
Now
so I'm going to,
You said you started at the bottom.
I get it now. And so I'm going from the one because I have like Kindle Unlimited. So that's kind of like a library within the Kindle that you can only check out up to 10 books. And then once you've hit that limit, if you want to check out any more, you have to like give them back a book. And
which makes no sense to me with electronic.
I've hit the limit like once.
Oh yeah, I guess.
But that's just because I didn't know there was a limit and I was just downloading.
The limit does not exist.
Yeah, I was just downloading. So now I'm going from the books that I first started putting on my Kindle.
Sense. You can cycle.
So that way I can cycle through. Yeah. And they just had a Kindle, like Stuff Your Kindle Day. And I did get I got one book. It was a vampire book. I don't have my Kindle. Oh. When we're done recording, I'll go grab it real quick and I'll tell you it's I guess a comedy. It was like a fantasy Stuff Your Kindle Day yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So but some of them were like a lot of them were like enemies to lovers. Oh. I don't know. That's just not my trope.
I think I've been broken down and I think I will get Bride.
Oh.
By Ali Hazelwood. A lot of people say it's completely different and that like it's revived their
because it's gothic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely this paranormal romance. So I might be back in, Ali.
I don't know if I'll. They're all the same. They're kind of like
the university ones are
like Lucy Foley.
Shorzy. Yeah.
They're all the same concept. I just can't. If you like that, then go for it.
Yeah.
I just don't like the repetitiveness.
Yeah, once you've read like one or two, you've kind of read them all.
I'm gonna check to see if my Amazon, because I technically had to buy it. So I'm gonna see if it has. Where does it show my? Hold on.
Track? No idea.
Oh wait, maybe buy again. Hold on. Oh my gosh, guys, this is just. I don't like technology. I might just have to yeah. Okay. Well.
Oh.
We might just have to call it a day. Yeah, it doesn't show. I don't know how you can see like your Kindle, whatever. Okay.
I have no idea.
I need to get you a Kindle.
That'd be cool.
Dang it, I don't know. Anyways, it said like vampire comedy. It's basically about a girl who gets turned into a vampire but faints at the sight of blood.
Incredible.
So I was like, and sold. Yeah, I'll have to get the.
That'd be really upsetting.
I'll have to go get it in between filming and tell you guys the name because it was on Stuff Your Kindle Day.
Nice.
So if you guys have a Kindle and you like that, I just saw a comedy and about vampires, and I was like, sold.
Done.
That's how they get me.
Okay.
That's how they get me.
Alrighty, well, nearly caught up, you guys. Look at us go. We said we would.
I'm proud of us. We did.
We said this would be a short one, but here we are.
Well, we kind of got off on a tangent. It's what we do.
It's what happens.
It's okay.
So, well, follow us on Instagram. We post our monthly schedules on there, though we should be switching it up here kind of soon. So,
yeah, I need to. We're gonna start posting a little more because now that we're recording these, then I can post the books. I didn't want to post them without having the episodes.
Yeah, be
out. So but we're gonna get that ball rolling. Don't worry.
Yeah, and then we have a link in our bio. Did I say our Instagram handle? Baby Us X Podcast. Find us there.
You know who you're listening to.
You know what you did.
You know what you did.
We have a link in our bio where else we're at, like our Goodreads. You can see what else we're reading or what else we have. Like and follow wherever you're listening to this podcast and share with your best buddies.
Animals included.
Very much included. Preferable, actually.
We like them more. We like you guys because you're listening to us. But we we usually like animals more. Can you blame us? No. No.
Yeah. So we'll see you in the next one. See you.
Bye, guys.
Talk at you. I don't know. Bye.
Talk at you. Okay, we're ending. It's done. We're done. Leave it.